Hello, my name is John Zapata, and I will talk about stress. So stress is something that we all go through in our daily lives. We go through it in our family, with our friends, with our jobs, with our schools, everything that we may go through. We actually go through stress. Now, stress is when the mind gives major importance to a certain situation. Um, it could be good or it could be bad, but most of the times it's a negative situation than anything else. Now, stress is bad because every time we stress over something, our body feels it and our mind feels it, and we end up actually, depending on how much we stress about it, we end up actually being sick or being mental or being sad, or just because we stress over that situation. Now, um, for example, when it hits our nervous system, or when it hits our hormones or our heart, first of all, when it hits our nervous system, it actually sends the nervous system signals to our body. Um, it sends hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and those hormones go through our bodies, and it makes everything accelerated. For example, it accelerates our hearts, it constricts our arteries, our antibodies and our blood cells, they act a little slower just because our bodies start being in that stress mode. And because our bodies are in that stress mode, everything that we see around us, we're more susceptible to it. And it makes us very weak just because we stress so much. Which is why it's very, very bad. And being negative is something that we must be careful of doing. Just because stress can cause us to be very, very negative, and being negative, it could cause us to get something in the future. Um, and that's why being positive is something that we must learn to do. Being optimistic, being very hopeful about your life and being very hopeful about your future is something that you always must be, just because it always takes away the stress, and you always see the positive side instead of the negative side. You always must be self-sufficient and always be believing in yourself, and always believe that you can succeed in any situation that may be going on in the moment, or maybe when it comes up, maybe you're thinking about it, and maybe you're saying to yourself that you can't do it. Can't say to yourself that you can't do it, because once you say to yourself that you can't, you probably won't. You'll probably fail at that task that you are going to try to succeed in. Um, Many ways that people can manage stress. But the importance as to why you have to manage stress, because it could overcloud your mind. It could really, really overcloud your mind, and as I said before, it can make you sick. One thing that I can actually talk to you guys about is actually my mom's heart condition. Now, she's going through a Japanese discovered heart condition. And the translation to that heart condition is broken heart. My mom goes through this condition that she literally almost died because she was stressing over the things in her life, because the heart goes too fast whenever you're stressing over something, and whenever the heart goes too fast, your blood vessels and your blood starts going fast, and your arteries start constricting. My mom's left ventricle constricted so much that blood was barely going into her heart, and she started getting chest pains, and this is all because of stressing. And this is a major way of showing you that stress can actually kill you. Stress almost killed my mom, and stress could really kill somebody just because you stress too much. And being free of stress clears your mind. It helps you do your daily tasks in a more efficient way. You must remember to always be positive and always look at the positive side instead of being stressful over a situation all the time. I work at a call center. I pick up phone hospital calls, and I deal with things like people with terminally ill diseases, sick patients, patients with cancers, and patients that have died, including babies. And I also deal with sick patients that are frustrated at the office, not the hospital, and people yell and scream at me as if it's actually my fault when I'm just picking up their call and I'm actually trying to help them. The best way to deal with this is just to right before every call, breathe in and breathe out, and make sure that the next call is just going to be a call and not something that you are going to stress about. You let them stress, and you just help them stress less, and don't add to that stress by being mean to them like they are being mean to you. The best way to deal with stress for me is to be calm about it, because no one could deal with stress and be very rowdy about dealing with your stress. Just be calm about it, think about what's happening, and look at the positive side of all the situations that you are going through that may be stressful. For example, someone just gets punched beside you. You're with your friend, and your friend just gets punched, or your friend. Let's tone it down. Your friend just gets yelled at, or your friend is getting yelled at, so they can fight. Best way to deal with this situation for me is to pull my friend back, ask him to calm down and take deep breaths, as I calm down and take deep breaths, and walk away from the situation. Or if you want to confront the person, but not in their way. Don't stoop down to their level. Be calm about it and look at the positive side. Always look at a positive side of a situation. My girlfriend broke up with me and asked me to be her best friend. Look at the bright side. She told me to be her best friend. So there's always a bright side to every stressful situation. You must remember to always look at the bright side. Some strategies for managing and responding to stress. Think before reacting, as I was saying. React in a calm, laid-back manner. Always think at least. I have the at least theory. Now, this theory is always thinking at least. Hey, this happened. Well, at least I have this. Hey, my car broke down. Well, at least I can fix it and be on the road in 2 days. Oh, like I said, my girlfriend broke up with me. Well, at least she's my best friend. Oh, I got an F on my test. Oh, at least I have this to make it up. Never let a negative situation stress you out, because then if it stresses you out, you're going to start feeling it. Once you start feeling it, you're going to start getting sick, and so on and so forth. You always have to, and once again, always have to think positive in a negative situation. Don't let it get the best of you. That's my last advice. Do not let a negative situation get the best of you. If it does, you're doing something wrong, and that's just how it goes. This has been my videos for stress. I am John Zapata, and please remember, stay positive. Thank you.